Okay, so I'm on my way to Las Vegas, New Mexico to meet with the mother of a inmate on Texas death row named Karl Chamberlain. Now, Karl Chamberlain is the only individual scheduled for an execution in Texas at the moment. All the others have put on hold or appeal. His attorneys just hadn't filed a proper appeal for him. He's just sitting there, or a proper habeas corpus. And I've also heard that the Dallas County prosecutor is going to sort of file a stay on his behalf, or the equivalent of one, just because it's not right. Anyways, so his mom lives in, Las Vegas, New Mexico, which is a small town about an hour outside of Santa Fe. I've been here once before.
My name is Donna Chamberlain, and everybody in this town knows me as Moina. I've lived here in Las Vegas for 22 years now. I'm originally from the Bay Area. I have 9 children. I have 6 boys and 3 lovely daughters. My eldest son, which is part of our getting together today, happens to live on death row in Texas. He committed a horrific rape and murder, and never pretended to be innocent of that. It's immobilized me. I find that there are times I can do nothing. I can't move. I can't talk. I'm doing good today. I'm sitting here today. But my son still has a date of execution of February 21st this year. And I'm holding on to my friend's hands and trying to breathe through this. I can't work. I don't work. That's kind of who I am. That's who I am right now. There's probably a lot more aspects of me that are much cuter than what I just told you. But
When did you last see your son?
I'm recently back from a trip of seeing my son. I last saw him on New Year's Eve, which, oddly enough, is my mother's death day. So we had quite a celebration for my mother and how she was able to live. And she died on a significant day, and I got to see him that day on New Year's Eve of 2007. I see him as often as I can. It's a difficult trip. We put our hands on the glass that separates us. We put our hands there for an hour until we can feel each other's, the heat that's happened. It's almost like touching. We talk about the possibilities of what could happen to save his life. He's less optimistic about that than I. And he is much more at peace with the approaching situation than I am. We've all been given years to come to peace with this. However, I'm always hoping that this will not happen, that it won't happen. Talking about legal stuff is hard because it's just never worked out for him. You know, he's a kid who never had really a record. I'm not saying he wasn't a difficult kid. He was a difficult kid, but you know, he's one of those that doesn't belong on death row. And that's what the guards say to me. This kid doesn't belong on death row. It took me 4 years to forgive my son. I was very angry. I was very confused. I couldn't understand. I no longer seek understanding or reason. I just know that I love my son.
You know, to me, we think of capital punishment, of these horrible crimes, of this whole scene as something that's far removed from most people. Like, this is something that doesn't affect me, it's somebody else. Well, and then here it is. I've known Moina for many, many years and been connected to her, and she's supported me and my family, and I've been connected and I think supported her and her family, and suddenly it involves me personally. It's not just some kind of technical or you know, position I've taken. It's something that really matters to me. It's somebody that I care about.
These are some pictures of us visiting Karl on death row. This is some of his artwork. This is a ship in the distance, and this is a, what is that? Stingray. It's a stingray.
Uh-huh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Mm-hmm.
What is it about it that you like?
I like the sea. I like the ocean. I think of our planet as being an ocean. I think of the symbology of this is my son. He's the stingray, and he's got this little shadow here following him, which is the execution. And then there I am in the distance, the boat. I'm wanting to, you know, catch him, pull him aboard. This is a picture of Karl. This is his graduation picture, a picture showing the light that is from him. This is light that is coming from him. And him playing with his sisters, and then who he is, and then here he is, also now cuffed in prison. No, I don't think he would be on death row if this had happened in New Mexico, if this had happened in California. I do not think he would be on death row.
I mean, do you think there's something wrong with the Texas justice system?
Yes, I think there's something wrong with the Texas justice system. I mean, that's a laughable question. I can't, and it breaks my heart too. You know, it's not just a simple thing.
Well, I just finished interviewing Moina. It went well. It went well. I don't know, what can you say about Moina? It was a long interview. I mean, we met at 3:30. It's nearly 6:30 now. I don't know. These are always sort of heartbreaking interviews, of course. I mean, maybe some people are hardened to it. And I guess maybe I am to an extent at this point, but it really does, you know, make me feel and make me ponder what it is to be an American and what it is to be human. The real important thing to me is to make sure people are aware of it, because if, you know, we as a country or a state are going to put somebody just to death, we're going to put somebody to death, the people, the public, should really know what they're doing and how it's affecting everybody. I don't know. His execution's scheduled for the 21st, and I suppose as the weeks pass, we'll see what happens. I don't know. Let's see how SCOTUS acts. Alright, with that, take some more images of the road.